Hello, residents of Wesley Acres. This is Damon Feb, your Executive Director, speaking to you on, I can't believe I'm saying this, February 1st. We were also excited to get into 2021 and put 2020 behind us, and we're already through January, so I have a feeling this might be a fast year. So hope you all had a good January, or as good as could be expected considering the conditions. Got a few big things to update you on today. So first thing I want to talk about is we continue to do very well with our COVID management here at Wesley Acres, even with the vaccinations and everything with frontline residents and frontline team members. COVID still is unfortunately a pretty significant threat, so we still have to be diligent in doing our part to keep COVID out of here. We continue to have 0 resident cases, so that's been the case for quite a while now. So continue to be excited about that. So good job to all the residents and the team members for doing their part to make sure that's happening. We did discover on our mandatory testing that we had an employee positive here in the last couple days. They are currently off work, recovering from COVID, and pretty mild so far, but there is a person that did test positive, so we're pretty confident that that didn't go any farther than that one person. But nonetheless, we're watching everybody. We're testing all of our health center staff twice a week, and we will act accordingly if anything pops up. But we're pretty confident it's just one case. So again, 0 resident cases and 1 team member case. Next, I want to talk about the vaccinations. I want to thank everybody, especially our independent living residents, for a couple Fridays back when we got everybody registered at the last second and basically crossed our fingers that we were going to get those shots that Friday. And of course, that worked out very, very well. And CVS was accommodating, and we were able to get a very high percentage of our independent living done that day. So we were all really excited about that, to get everybody their first shot about 10 days before they were supposed to be eligible. So appreciate everybody helping us get ready, and we were very well prepared. When the opportunity sprung up, we seized upon it. So after that day, we had well over 90% of our residents here at Acres had gotten their first Pfizer shot. So that's really good. I think we're actually at about 95, 96% resident participation already. So the key now is we're going to be getting everybody their second Pfizer shot. So this Thursday on the 4th, we're going to be offering our second shot of the Pfizer vaccination. Now remember, that is for the residents who had their shot 3 weeks ago. So that was our first clinic, not the one we just had that included all of assisted living and our independent living residents. This was the first clinic that had it had Adult Day and the health center. So those residents and those team members that got their shot 3 weeks ago, they will be up for their second shot. So we'll be making sure that all the residents that need to know to have their shot on Thursday will be ready, and we'll get it. Now we are waiting confirmation on the 12th. The 12th will be 3 weeks later for those of you in independent living and assisted living that got your, and the team members too, that got your shot about 10 days ago in the second clinic. Your date should be the 12th. Now, they have given us that date. We are just awaiting the official confirmation. So I was hoping to have that by the time I did this video, but I don't, so we're still waiting for it. But we're expecting the 12th to be our second clinic. So again, we're doing a clinic this Thursday on the 4th for health center and for adult day clients and also staff. And then on the 12th, we're doing another one. Hopefully, that's the plan for now, pending CVS confirmation, but we'll do everybody else, assisted living and independent living. Once we have this confirmed, we'll get signage up, and we'll make very sure that you know. Plus, we have your cards, so we'll anybody who, when it's getting late in the day on those clinic days, if there's any people missing for whatever reason, we will chase you down. So you can run, but you can't hide. We want to make sure everybody gets their second shot. So if you have any questions on that, please let me know. We're continuing to feel pretty good about things, though, having so many people participate, and especially getting such a high percentage of our residents done this early. So hopefully after the 4th and the 12th, we'll have a very high very high 90s percentile of residents here who have had both vaccinations. So that's something we can all feel real good about. Moving on to my next bit of news, I'm very happy to report that after a couple months of recruiting and interviews and final interviews, we have decided to go with Amy Bassett as our new Director of Sales to replace Linda Foster. And of course, you all know Amy very well. She's been here it'll be 20 years this year that she's been working at Wesley Acres. She worked as a CNA and then a CMA over in the health center. She worked in RCF, and she also worked in Johns Harbor. So she's very familiar with our community as both a caregiver, and then since 2014, which is where most of you know her from, she's been our transition coordinator. So she's been making sure our residents are in the right setting, helping with moves. She helps new move-ins. And as we all know, Amy helps with basically any resident need in kind of a resident services type capacity. So also in her role since 2014, she has been blessed to have been groomed by Linda Foster to someday replace Linda. And that day is here now. In the transition coordinator role, you are the backup to the Director of Sales. So Amy's had plenty of tours. She's closed deals, done leases, helped with move-ins, helped with events. And those are the things that Linda has been training her on for this possibility coming in the future. And now that day has come. So please congratulate Amy. She's put in 20 years here at Wesley Acres. Very loyal, hardworking, rave reviews consistently about her. And everybody that participated in the process, we're excited to see what she can do in this role. And Amy just does whatever it takes, and that's the type of tenacity we need in our Director of Sales role. The last thing I want to touch on today, we will be having a City Council meeting upcoming for our master plan project. To be honest, I'm not sure what that meeting's going to all entail, but that's coming up here in, I think, 3 weeks from today. And then I want to put together a formal update for the residents at the end of this month. So more to come on that as that moves forward. So all in all, with the vaccinations and everything, a pretty good month. If you have any questions about anything, please stop by. Always here for questions. But in the meantime, continue to keep safe. Encourage your family members to call if they have questions. We're here to serve and to answer those questions. And we look forward to seeing everybody real soon. As you'll see Acres, after the second vaccination, we'll start to talk more and more about bigger classes and continuing to open ourselves up more to get more back to what life was like last March when COVID hit. So pretty exciting time. We're starting to turn the corner, and team and we're getting pretty darn excited about it. So hope you're all well. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you, and we'll talk to you again next week. Bye.